The lady I want to marry has an attitude, and I don't know if I should be worried about it. She picks a particular day of the month. We will not eat good food. She will insist we drink gari, into brackets, without granite and sugar, or mineral and bread. Why do you think this girl is doing this? Because me myself is busting my brain. My mother-in-law asked why I allow him talk to me like that. What are you, a maid? He kept complimenting me throughout the event when my boyfriend was not looking. Why, God? Why does this guy have to pick interest in me? Now, my boyfriend help out or more. I mean, you guys have finished celebrating the Easter. Jesus Christ has gone down on the cross for you. It is a Monday, back to factory reset. Monday evening, I almost cried because I knew I was going to work on Tuesday. But we're here and life moves on, life goes on. Welcome to another episode of the POV. My name is Naneke Adepando. Now let's have this conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. We're here to read more stories. We're here to share more opinions on the stories that are being sent to us. So don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section, the stories. Share your thoughts on them. Let people know that you actually care. You want to help them resolve their problems. Right. Now, one thing that reoccurred during the Easter season that I saw was that people started posting that, well, body count back to 0 because now Jesus has given us a clean slate. Do you believe that? Do you believe that your body count is back to 0? Because Jesus Christ has given us a clean slate? Do you believe so? If you do, thumbs up in the comment section. Now let's get into the very first one. This particular one, I saw it on the internet and I felt like it was very important that we talk about it a bit. So let's get into this. It says, 2 weeks after I got married, my mother-in-law came for a visit. She had missed our wedding because of a flight issue but came later. She and I vibed instantly because I had not met her before. We were inside her room one day when my husband entered and asked where the laundry I did was. He looked frustrated as he asked for a particular cloth which I had washed. I quickly excused myself from there to look for the shirt for him. When I went back to the room, my mother-in-law asked why I allow him talk to me like that. I looked at him with like a surprised look. You're doing his laundry and he still can't look for his own clothes? What are you, a maid? She pulled me closer and said to me, see, don't let him turn you into house help. Since I got married, I have never done his father's laundry. Instead, he does mine. And I brought him up to be that kind of man. If he's not going to be polite and appreciate your effort by looking for his own clothes after you've washed it, let him wash his own clothes, fold them himself, she said. That was the last time I did his laundry in that house, and he has been doing mine too. Good mother-in-laws exist. When this thing, popped up on X, people were just, some people were happy. Especially the women were excited. The men were like, what do you mean by you a maid? If a woman washes her husband's clothes, does it make her a maid and all that? And then others too are like, yeah, I'm happy because at least this mother sees that women are not necessarily, married for the woman to come and do your chores for you or to come and wash your clothes for you. No, that's not the purpose of the woman in your life and all that. Now, this is my take. My take is, I understand the woman very, very well because how am I washing your clothes? And to look for the clothes too, you have to come and ask me, like, you literally know where I pack your clothes. So if you're looking for a particular cloth, go into the wardrobe and look for it. Don't come and stand there looking like I'm the cause of your problems and look frustrated in front of me like, yeah, no, don't do that. But do you agree with this advice that the woman gave to the daughter-in-law? Do you think that in every home this can happen? Do you believe that this can cause a lot of problems in some people's marriages? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm really, really excited to hear what you guys have to say about this. Because when the lady took the husband to the mortuary to go and cure him of the drunkardness, people were excited about it. Now let's get into the stories that we have for this particular episode. The lady I want to marry has an attitude and I don't know if I should be worried about it. I earn 700K, which is in Naira, and then she earns 300K. The issue is that she picks a particular day of the month. We will not eat good food. She will insist we drink gari, into brackets, without granite and sugar, or mineral and bread. We don't eat at all that day. The drill is that we would not eat anything above 1K in total on that day. She will ask me to send 10K each to 4 of my friends or ex-classmates who are not working. She will send me 30K and send me her list of 3 people that I should send 10K each to. We have been doing this for 1 year and 7 months now. Her reason is that we should be in other people's shoes for a day so we understand what people are going through out there and keep our feet on the ground. She said if we get married, that it would be a family tradition and our kids would observe it too. And the only exemption is if anyone is sick. I don't have any issues supporting people. I have issues with how strict she is about it. On that day, we would not knack. All privileges fully denied on that day. Solar is only to charge phones. She would be drinking Gary and ask me to bring up a story about my poor background from years back. And she tells a lot of stories too. When we are out of the story, we watch slum movies or documentaries. I'm worried about how this is turning to be normal between us. I'm worried about how our kids will live through this. Do you think I should accept her trying to instill such into me and my future kids? Note, such is not being practiced at her father's house. What do you think I should do about it? Or I am overreacting? Hey, this is tough. Tough and not tough at the same time. I don't think you're overreacting, but I also think that she's just trying to, that thing where I'll say, like, make you humble, make you see some of the realities of life, how other people are facing certain things in life. Understand that aspect. But my thing is that why not eat good food? Why not? Why? Like, why? Charlie, me if I'm confused. Is this girl doing over Sabi 1 or 2? She feels like, once in a while, once in a month, she wants to feel like she's a poor person. Why do you think this girl is doing this? Because me myself is busting my brain. And I have a feeling that this girl needs therapy. I have a feeling that this girl needs somebody to talk to be able to come out of that, feeling. Maybe there's that fear that maybe when things, change, when the dynamics of now changes and then there's nothing, she may not be able to cope. And so now she's she's training herself so that if assembly see in the future or if anything happens in the future, she'll be able to cope. I mean, I'm just maybe thinking that's how she's thinking. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this crazy or not? Yeah, someone to somewhere just say ranting that their partner is overspending. My BF and I started dating in school. He graduated and moved to another state to start. As of today, my stories are Nigeria. To start his life, but our relationship continued. We couldn't see each other the first few months because he was living with his uncle while looking for both a job and money to get his own place. When we eventually met, it's always financially draining for both of us because of lodging for days and all. We decided not to see for a while so money will be enough to get his own place. And I can also stay as long as I want since it's not a hotel. Here's the thing. My BF met a friend at the gym. This friend is a typical friend turned brother to my boyfriend. He's financially stable and from a wealthy background. He helped my boyfriend with connections that gave my boyfriend his current job. He has also helped him financially plus completing my boyfriend's rent. My boyfriend tells me how grateful he is for meeting him. I always pray for this guy for putting my man on, even though their friendship is barely 2 years. My boyfriend finally got his own place last year. I visited and we set the place up. I didn't meet his friend because my boyfriend and him meet daily at the gym. So they really visit each other at home. Now, I have visited my boyfriend for the second time and I met his friend. We met because they had an event and my boyfriend said I should follow him. So he came to pick us. I wasn't done with my makeup, so he had to come in and wait and made jokes about our women and lateness. My boyfriend introduced me to him as his fiancée, not even as a girlfriend. He kept complimenting me throughout the event when my boyfriend was not looking. It was really uncomfortable for me. He gave me his card to call him if I need anything, and I declined politely and said that if I ever needed to reach out, I'll do it through my boyfriend. I didn't tell my boyfriend because, oh, my, this is crazy. The next Sunday, he came to eat at our place. Today, he came to check on me in my boyfriend's house. He knows my boyfriend is at work and came to check on me and talk. If I would like to take a trip to Cape Town by June, he was talking to me like I'm a random single girl he met and not his friend's fiancée. I told him I was dizzy and needed to sleep, so he left. I feel so sad because telling my boyfriend this can ruin their relationship. Now, my boyfriend help out or more. My BF will be back from work by 7 to 8 p.m. I'm thinking of telling him because I can't keep this to myself. Why, God? Why does this guy have to pick interest in me? There's an investment my boyfriend and him will do next month that my boyfriend said will be very profitable and he might be able to get his first car this year. I'm so sad. Should I keep quiet and avoid his advances so their friendship doesn't crash since I'll be going back to school soon? What should I do? I have a few ideas, but I think people will not like it. Well, the very first idea is to outright tell your man, and then leave him to react however he wants to react. The second is to have a proper conversation with your man that this is what I'm sensing from your friend, and I just need you to be, careful. I'm not saying that move away from him. I'm just telling you that your friend may be picking interest in me and it's getting uncomfortable with the way he behaves when, he comes around. And then also talk about the fact that he came there whilst he was at work. He knew he was at work, came there, and even asked that I take a trip to Cape Verde with him. Be open, be transparent. Someone very dear to me told me something that it is important that there's more transparency than honesty. I mean, yes, I understand that transparency more than honesty. But then in this case, you need to be very transparent. Let him know. And then you now tell him how to react. And the reaction is that don't do anything because there's an investment ahead of you. So just use your eye to look at him and then play your cards well. And let's make this investment and make some money. Or the third thing, you're leaving, so leave. And make sure that you and that guy don't have any contact at all. You understand? So these are your three options. I don't know what the comment section would have for you, but I mean, my outright reaction would, me personally, I would have probably just, told my boyfriend and then whatever will happen will happen. But then again, you think about the fact that he wants to be financially stable, so the second option too is there. All right. The third option is very, very tricky because if you don't tell your man and then this guy pushes, and then your man finds out that he even came there first of all without, while he was not around and he was at work, that itself, plants a seed of doubt. Do you understand? So that itself is something. So the third one there is very, very risky. But the first and second, the first one too is also very risky, which is he's going to overreact. Go and do a back and forth with the guy. The investment thing will cast, yeah. The middle one, no, and is a little bit both of you have sense and then plan very well. Do you understand? Greetings, Ikea. Is there a proper way to punish your partner out of love when they do something wrong? After having a healthy, uncomfortable conversation with them, I always reduce the amount of attention I give when I'm hurting, but I realize it does not work. Punishment. You can't use the word punishment on a partner. The person is not a slave or your child that you're going to punish the person. And the person is not on your back. You see, whatever you do, the person is not your child for you to say you want to punish the person. To have the idea that I want to punish my partner, that one cry is another thing altogether. You must not have that thought. No, don't. The whole idea is that, okay, we've had issues, we've talked about it. Now, the best thing we can do for ourselves is to work towards not doing that again. So you give your partner room to change from what they've done. There's no need for any punishment. There's no need for any punishment. But me, I've heard that a lot of men use sex to punish their girlfriends. I don't know how that is done. I don't know how that is done. Like, overstimulation, is that the punishment? Over pleasuring the person, under pleasuring the person, is that the punishment? Which one is it? I don't know where the punishment comes in here, but people say that a lot. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How do people punish their partners? But I don't think the idea of punishing a partner is the right thing. Communicate, forgive, and grow. That's the best way to go. To think about punishment, first of all, is not even healthy. Okay. I met a girl I liked. I feel she likes me back. I was trying to make advances when I noticed that she has too many guy friends and she feels comfortable with them. Is this a valid reason for me to stop talking to her? Yes. Yes, it is. I think it is. Too many guy friends. Yeah, because one way or the other, there are people there that are interested in her, she knows. And she's plain daft, like she doesn't know. The only way that this can work is that she'll minimize the number of, male friends she has in her life if it's going to work. That's the only way to work, because you consistently become very agitated about it. You're consistently going to be thinking about the number of guys that are friends with her and how she may be maybe doing something with them, all that. And sometimes these feelings are okay. Sometimes these feelings are okay. When they become, excessive, that's when the insecurities are a lot. But when you know that, men and women, the relationship between men and women a lot of the time turns sexual, you get scared that your partner may end up doing something silly with these people. So yes, but communicate. Let her know that you're not comfortable with the fact that she has a lot of male friends, and that is actually making you, take a step back and hear what she has to say about it. Because if she likes you, she'll navigate. She'll find a way. All right. If a girl likes two guys at the same time, let's say their names are Mr. A and Mr. B. But if people ask her who her crush is, she only mentions Mr. A and not Mr. B. Though she's not dating any of them. And also Mr. A knows about Mr. B, but she doesn't tell Mr. B about Mr. A. Why does she hide Mr. B? She doesn't. Well, it's two things, okay? When I think about it, okay, maybe she feels comfortable enough with Mr. A to tell Mr. A anything and everything. That is why she comfortably tells Mr. A about Mr. B. Right? But she may like Mr. B. No. The fact that you tell people Mr. A is your crush, Charlie, you don't like Mr. B. Nah, there's no two alternatives anyway. You don't like Mr. B. Maybe there's something about Mr. B that you enjoy, but you don't like Mr. B. Please let me know if anyone can relate to this. Is it possible to be so used to distant relationship? That is 3 years now. That whenever you visit, you can't wait to leave. So the whole phone thing can continue. I really love my man, but I am also faithful. But I want our distance to continue. That's crazy. That's crazy, because eventually you guys are going to marry. Eventually, if that is where you're working towards, eventually you guys are going to marry. Eventually, you guys are going to stay together. And so you need to start working your way out of that. Else, you won't be able to marry the man. You won't be able to marry him. If you don't work it out, you won't be able to marry him. That's crazy. I think your system has just gotten used to the distance. But I know distance is hard. So when your system gets used to the distance, it gets crazy. please no, find a way. Talk to somebody. Tell your partner how you feel currently so that you both can dig yourself out of that grave, that hole, and then do better for the relationship. Okay. I'm a 32-year-old man earning about $100 a month. I studied accounting and graduated with so much hope, but life has not turned out the way I imagined. I never had much, but I was managing. I lived within my means and found a way to be okay with the little I had. Everything changed in September last year when my girlfriend got pregnant. I promised her I would take responsibility for our child. I have always wanted to marry her, but the truth is, I simply cannot afford the kind of life I dreamed of giving her. She accepted me, but her mother didn't. She kept asking what would happen if I changed my mind after the baby came. I tried everything to convince her, but nothing seemed to matter. In the end, I felt forced to prove myself. I used everything I had just to go ahead with the marriage rites. We only did the traditional ceremony. The bride price her father asked for was more than I could handle, and I had to borrow money just to make it happen. Now my rent expired last month. I have nothing left. I owe people money, and my wife has to go to the hospital every 2 weeks for checkups. I am tired in a way I can't even explain. I feel frustrated, overwhelmed, and completely lost. Sometimes I catch myself thinking that maybe everyone would be better off without me. Her family has treated me badly and made things harder, but I kept enduring it because I love her. I kept telling myself to stay strong, but now I feel like I'm breaking. Even getting money for transportation to work has become a daily struggle. Every day feels heavier than the last, and I don't know how much I can carry. Lately, my thoughts have been getting darker. Sometimes I think about just ending it all, just to escape the pain and finally have some peace. You see, excuse me to say, your wife is not wise. I think your wife is not wise because, and that is going to also stem from the fact that if you were transparent with her about your finances in the first place, the mother not liking you, was it because you got her pregnant before marriage or she didn't like you, da? If she didn't like you, da, and you still continue to date this girl, and the mother still didn't like you, you too, you say problem day your back. But if it was because you got her pregnant before marriage and she felt like you won't marry the child, like you won't marry the girl, could have done something small. This is where your wife not being wise comes in. You don't need to do a boom wedding. This is what I was talking about the last time. Because you do a boom wedding and you come home and then your frustration, you and your wife are the ones suffering. In fact, your wife may not even know how bad things are. Because you also conceived everything. We're not being transparent to her. I've gone to borrow money to do wedding. If your wife knew that you didn't have much, she wouldn't have allowed her family to collect that much bride price. And the families that also collect that boom bride, are you selling your child? This is how some of these men, when they get frustrated, this one cried, he has gone to dark places. Some other ones will turn your pregnant child into a punching bag. This is it. Now you have finished wedding, your house rent is due. You and your wife will become homeless. You owe people money. This is why I say your wife is not smart. And your wife is not wise. Because she knew you guys had a baby coming. So why did she let you do boom wedding? And I say, you went to do yourself big man already. Please, don't go to dark places, okay? Believe that your wife loves you. In as much as you both didn't make the right decisions, believe that she loves you. Your child loves you. So do not take your life. Do not put yourself in that place. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You have a family now. Forget about your wife's mother and father. Leave them. Focus on your people. Focus on your family. Okay? Be transparent with your wife. Let her know the matters on the ground. And then you guys can go from there. If you need to see a therapist, please do. See a therapist too. Okay? I broke up with my girl last week because she's disrespectful and entitled as fuck. Imagine the girl I'm dating telling me it's my duty to cater for all her needs because she gives me sex. She also shame me consistently and says it's a joke. But I'm done with her and focusing on building my life. When you date a woman that broke shames you, you are in trouble. So far as you're a hardworking young man who is not lazy, things have just not picked, and you date a girl that broke shames you, you are dead. Yeah, you are dead. And the actual truth is that when somebody comes and the person has small money, you can eat your girl. And when they broke shame you, it's not a joke. They mean it. They mean it when they broke shame you. Don't let them use it as a joke to blindfold you. I'm glad that you decided to walk away from that. You will heal. You'll be fine. Okay? You will find someone else. And I like that you say you're focusing on your life. But what you must not do is to pay the next girl with what this one has done. For what this one has done. Don't pay the next girl for what this one has done, because the next girl is not this one. Okay? I'm so heartbroken and I can't wait to heal. Dated a guy I'm older with 4 years. Never had issues with it until 1 year later. And now. The age is a problem. I know I fucked up by dating a younger person, but he promised it was fine. I really can't breathe. I need help. You see, the age was not the problem. It was both of you. I've always said this over and over again. Dating someone younger than you is not a problem. It is the both of you. How both of you handle it. Why do you... The moment you date somebody younger and you make the relationship around the age, you make it all about the age, it will cast. It will cast. Whether old or young, everybody has their role. Whether old or young. If the man is younger than you, he's still the man. It doesn't change it. If you are older than him, you are still the woman. So if both of you make it about the age, it will not work. Ma, I'm sorry, you will heal. You will heal. You will. You'll be fine. Slept with a hijab sister once. She was shy because her panties were torn. It's been over a decade. I still kept your secret, Rafi baby. You are still my personal person. And the girl that told me in the moment of weakness that she failed because she masturbates. I hope you realize school isn't the world. You are spilling people's secrets here. You are spilling people's secrets here. Okay, hijabi sister, we see you. And sister that failed exams because of masturbation, we see you. But for the girl that, says she failed the exams because of masturbation, baby girl, listen, masturbation itself is not a good thing. I hope that you find yourself in a place where, in a solemn place where you would understand that you can stop that. That is a demonic thing that people have normalized. It is demonic. We may think that it is normal, they treat feelings, but it is demonic. Stop. Stop. It's not good. Okay? It is well. It is well. I've been with this girl for 2 years now. She recently started talking to her ex again, who lives in the US. I confronted her about it and she was trying to normalize it like it's not a big deal. And she said she was only talking to him for the financial gains and that it's not serious. She started acting weird a few months ago where she went to town and I asked her to video call me and she kept making excuses that she was talking to her mom on the phone, but was able to reply my text. We argued that night and I said we were done, but she reached out to my older brother who talked to me that I should forgive her and I did. She has been acting weird for the past 2 days again and keeps speaking her mind to me and I just let her do as she wants. I went out to get something from campus and I locked her inside of my hostel. And when she called asking why, I didn't leave the key behind after she talked to me about always leaving the keys behind when I'm going out the previous night. I ended the call as I was trying to make payments for my account. I got back to the hostel and she came asking to have a convo with me. And I said she should go ahead. She started by saying I've been disrespectful towards her and she had had enough and a whole lot. After she was done, I told her, in as much as I want to be with you, you are not a prisoner here. And if you want to stay, then fine. If you want to leave too, you're free to do so. But there's no way you would expect me to come and tell you when I'm going out. So you lock the gate behind me because it doesn't make sense to me. If I do know I wouldn't be back soon when I'm leaving, that's when it will make sense to let you lock it behind my back, but not when it's a short distance. Okay, I don't understand that part. She started packing her stuff saying I should have said it long ago that I was tired of her and all that. I didn't say anything to her again and she left. Mind you, she sent me a streak while being in a nigger's car last night. You think I did the right thing by letting her go? I'll be in the comment section. First of all, I didn't understand the last part of it, but I feel like the first red flag is telling you that she's speaking to her ex who is in the US for the financial gains, which means that she's technically cheating. Really? Okay, why are you entertaining somebody again? Why? Is marriage in the cards anytime soon? You look ready to me. Hey, me hu asem o. I've seen matter o. Hey. How do I even respond to it? That dear UK is marriage in the cards anytime soon. You look ready for me. I mean, you look ready to me. Okay, see, finish. What's your honest opinion about forgiveness in relationships when it comes to the cheating aspect? That if you forgive someone that is not remorseful, they will do it again. I mean, and in this forgiveness term, I'm taking it as like letting it go and then still being with a person. If you do that for somebody that is not remorseful, the person will do it again. Now, you can generally forgive somebody and still not be with the person. That's there. But forgiving and staying with the person, if the person is not remorseful, they will do it again. So that's my opinion. Is it still advisable for a husband and wife and a kid to relocate to the UK considering all these issues we're facing in this country and then planning to borrow almost half of the money to relocate? Is it still worth it? Honest answer, please. We are really struggling here in Nigeria. So we are borrowing money with the thoughts that when you travel and go there, you will work and pay back. So what if things don't go as planned? I don't think borrowing money to relocate is wise. Anyway, I don't think it is. There's this girl I've been seeing in my area. I like the girl, but the issue now is that she's still young. I don't think she's up to 18. Leave it there. Leave it there. She's not up to 18. Leave it. Leave it. But let me continue. Although she has a mature stature, that's why people go to prison. So I want to ask, is it good if I actually approach her and get her contact so we start talking? No, don't take her contact. She's a minor. She's a minor, please. Leave it there. No, don't do that. If you follow stature, you go to prison. My girlfriend gets mad whenever I tell her the truth. Like when she said, if we break up, I can't find a guy like you. Then I always correct her that there are millions of guys better than me. All these truths always cause arguments, and she's very upset with that. Should I stop? Yes. When she's saying that she's in her feelings, what do you mean by that? Do you know that it makes her start to think, why is this guy going to leave me? Is this guy going to leave me? No, just when she says something like, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere, I'm right here." Then you cut it short. Women are complicated, but not that complicated. You men, because you are problem solvers, you always want to find solution. No, 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 no. Sometimes you don't need solutions. Sometimes you just need, an irrational response and let it go. I can't do without you. Oh, babe, I'm always going to be here. Period. Ah. Oh, Liverpool. I'm so heartbroken. My girlfriend of over 4 years just broke up with me. We've been together since level 200, and then we have had our ups and downs, but we always made it work. All my plans are shattered. I don't know how to start. You will start. Don't worry, you will start. Life is like that. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. It just happens. You will start. Don't worry. I've been married for 3 years now, and since day one, my husband has been coming inside me whenever we have sex. But what do you want him to do? He says no to withdrawal methods or the use of condoms. Is it normal? I don't know. I'm not married, so I don't know if it's normal. But I just know that you have free license to have sex and have babies. So if he feels like, you feel like you're gonna get pregnant, and you really don't want, like that, you don't want the pregnancy like that, let him do something. Apart from, I'm friends saying, is it vasectomy or whatever? Can a man do anything like any other family planning thing? Because for the women, whether we like it or yes, it creates a lot of problems for us. Even the post pills, when you take it consistently, baby, hygiene, it is very, like, it has its own issues. So, baby girl, I don't know whether it's normal or not, but what I know is that it is right. So, oh my God. This is crazy. I'm in a long distance relationship and I'm really struggling. My partner often hides things and lies about something sometimes, and it's making it hard for me to trust her. I've tried to deal with it, but it's affecting my peace of mind. Do you think this is enough reason to end the relationship? If you talk about it and it won't change, something that bothers your peace means that it bothers you like in all aspects of your life. And that is a good reason to. Because if you can't trust your partner, you can't be with the person. If you are always anxious around your partner or when they tell you something, it's crazy. No, 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 no. I was raped by my ex. I'm a guy, and it's very long story of how it happened. I was asleep and she started riding me. I woke up and asked her to stop, but she didn't. One thing led to another, and I stopped resisting. I gave in to the pleasure. The thing affected my mind so badly. Oh, frustrated my then girlfriend so badly until she broke up with me. Now I don't know what to do. I still love the girl I frustrated. What do I do? You see, he couldn't even report the rape. That's the sad thing. He couldn't report it because I bet you that if he had reported it, they would have laughed at him. What does it mean that he gave in? How did the girl ride him? When she held him, he didn't stand up. I'm probably thinking that's the first thing they will ask. I'm so sorry. But you see, what happened was that after the rape issue started bothering you, or the grape issue started bothering you, now your reaction to the grape, it was your girl at the time that took it. You understand? So you dumped the fault of the other girl, your ex, on your girlfriend. How did you and your ex end up in the same room to sleep for her to even do that to you? Let's not put ourselves in those positions, because if we do, that is how some of these things happen. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that let's let's be careful. Okay. Now you just have to tell your girl what caused all that and how you ended up in that position. And hope that she forgives you. Okay. And for the girls that are raping men, and because they are men, they can't come and report, God is watching you. You will answer for it. What is all this? If it was the woman that was raped, ay, ay, ay. I have a friend who has been menstruating continuously for the past 3 months. She told me the last time she had sex was in October. She didn't see her period in November and December, but it started in early January and has continued until now, April. Eh, she should go and check. Sometimes PCOS can do that. She really needs to go and check. She needs to go and see a gynecologist. At least she should go to a hospital and check it out, because it could be a lot of things. So she should check it out and get diagnosed and be on medication. A lot can be going on. Okay. Yeah. And I'm sorry she's going through that. The greatest skill I picked up in my life was fucking women with into multiple orgasms. You won't imagine how many single and married women have put everything on the line just to settle down with me. I mean everything. Even willing to give me connect to leave their relationships somehow. And that's an achievement. I'm sorry, but is that an achievement? I really don't think so. It hurts me that the girl I'm dating, who got pregnant for me last year, September, when she told me she won't take it off, accepted we keep it. But now I'm hearing she has 2 kids already. When I asked her, she was just telling me to forgive her. I don't know what to do. She tricked you. She was supposed to tell you she has 2 kids before when you guys were even dating in the first place. She tricked you. But now you can't do anything because she's about to give birth. I'm curious about something. If someone cheats in a relationship, people say you don't love the partner. So my girlfriend doesn't satisfy me on bed. Like, she's very bad when it comes to sex. I've been thinking about marriage with her. So I decided to look for a side chick. Nothing serious, just to keep for knacking. So the question is, does that still mean I don't like my girlfriend? I'll leave this one to the comment section. What nonsense. What arrant nonsense. That because my girlfriend is not good sexually, I want to marry her, but I want to get a side chick just for knacks. You can't have a communication with your girl. You can't talk to her. You can't tell her that I don't like our sexual life. So let's go and see someone. Let's see a therapist or something. Let's help you. So that when we get married, it won't be a problem. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm done with the episode. What kind of rubbish is that? Comment section, let me know your thoughts, okay? And let me know what you think about the stories that we've dropped in this particular episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. My name is Naneke Adipando, and this is the POV podcast. And I'll see you in the next one. Please share your stories in my DMs. I'll come here and share my opinion as usual. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.